podcast on Instagram. My name is Kirkland, aka 3.1 Cuss on Instagram, and I am here with the wonderful Brook Nycole, Brooklyn Nycole. Do you have a preference there?
Brook Nycole is the artist name.
You've been on a bit of a tear, at least with the recent show at the Heatwave Cypher Wave 3. Great personality, and you've already got a really dedicated following, especially with all of those people screaming your lyrics there. You've had a lot of singles come out in 2023. You had Who Am I believe that was your most recent single, right?
Yeah, it was one of them.
Okay, cool. Who Am I, Rivalry, and then one other one, I believe, that came out in 2023. And then you've also been putting out the music videos for those as well. What comes out for you the future? I've seen you in the music recording booth in a couple of your Instagram lives. You got anything on the way?
Yeah, so right now what you saw on the live is a song with my uncle. It's a song for my dad, and we're working on a music video for that. And I also got this is an exclusive for your video. I also have a documentary about just OGs from Shreveport, Louisiana. Like my dad, he used to sell drugs and stuff, but as you can see, we're in his office, and he's a realtor, so he never finished school or anything like that. So I want to tell his story and how he grew up and stuff like that. And the song will just be a follow-up, something fun that comes after the short documentary. But I'm working on an album right now where I'm going to be telling my story, telling how I grew up, telling some abusive relationships I've been in. So I'm working on a straight rap album that's supposed to come out in August, hopefully. And that's what's going to be next.
It's amazing. Honestly, I don't see anyone else doing it like you. There's not any insanely lyrical rappers, especially with the amazing hooks that you have, that are putting it out, that are coming from a very feminine perspective, which is amazing to see here within Shreveport. I can definitely see that you're very defined by your history. I've seen in a couple of interviews that you decided that you were an artist from high school. You're featured on The Inquisitor. Since then, you've always been putting together little rhymes and poetry, no matter what, and it's just turned on into a bit of a rap career for yourself. Now, when it comes to the song with your uncle, is he a rapper? Is he a singer? What's that going on?
So he's a singer, but he used to sing locally around here in different clubs. So he could sing he was actually at the show. So that really big guy,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed him, but that's my uncle. And he sings, but he never went too far with it. He never really dedicated himself to it, but he's a singer, and he just hopped on the hook. He sounds really good, and that's my dad's brother, so that's how it worked out.
I can't wait to hear him on that hook. I saw him on that show. He was yelling some of your lyrics. I was about to say singing. He was enthusiastic about you being up on that stage. Now, you have that full album coming out. Anything you can give us about singles that are coming out for that album? Anything about your recent singles that are gonna be on that album?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, so I'm thinking about putting Who Am I? Nunu is probably the other one you were thinking of, where it's Ratchet City, aka.
Yeah.
So Who Am I? And probably Anthem, because they're raw too. The rap album is strictly rap, and after I finish that album, I just want to get out the way, because it's really personal and it's really raw. It tells a lot of stories about even my parents' relationship and all of that. But after that, I really want to get into making songs with the hooks that are catchy and just stuff that can go onto the radio, stuff that's more feminine, and kind of step away from the rap a little bit, let that rap album sit, and then tap into more, catchy songs like Rivalry, and just get change it up a little bit. Right. But with the rap album, yeah, it's gonna have probably 3 of my singles that's already out, but it has a whole bunch of new stuff, and I'm so excited. It's hard to work, and I'm working I have to wake up at 6 a.m. I get off at 5. It's hard to fit it all in, and then money wise, it's difficult for me right now to try to do all of it. So I'm working on it.
Yeah, it is really quite hard, but you're doing it because of the passion of it, and that's amazing to see. Did want to talk about how you were possibly getting New and Who Am I, and I can definitely see that, especially it's going to be about your history. Who Am I, the lyrics about old exes and getting that petty revenge. I am a little bit of a partaker in that type. Yeah. A little bit of a partaker in that kind of revenge, but it does show that a bit of your history when it comes to relationships and things like that. And a lot of those songs, they do have those really, really catchy hooks. Who am I? Fuck up your life. And then New Ratchet City. That's such a good chorus.
Yeah.
That hook is an earworm, to tell you the truth. Now, when it comes to one more like the hard hitting songs, you said you were moving away from a more sound. Is that going to be something a bit more soulful?
I feel like a bit of everything. Like people always ask, "What's your genre?" And I don't have one. I mean, I will tell people that I'm a rapper, but I've been practicing with singing, so I just want to do everything. I mean, music is so beautiful. If I hear somebody sing beautiful, I'm like, fuck, I wish I could sing like that. Like I'm gonna practice, and I'm teaching myself a lot. Like I grew up playing the piano. I'm not an expert, but I did grow up playing the piano. I love instruments. I love music. So I do want to incorporate real instruments in my music. I've been practicing with my granddad. He has like a lot of guitars and pianos and stuff. So I want to incorporate not only real instruments, but more just, you know, melodies and harmonies, all type of stuff, not just strictly rap. Because
Right.
I feel like there's only so much I can do there, and I can always make a rap song like that. But to make those songs where it's just like how Mac makes songs and it just captivates you,
Right.
you know, a whole moment. That's what I want to get into more.
It's a bit more of a poppy sound, a bit poppier, but a lot of that captivating, soulful sound that goes along with it as well. That would be great to hear more from you. I've heard a bit of your singing on a couple of those singles and things like that, and a bit on your EP, and it's amazing. You say that you're not that trained, but you're going places with it, that's for sure. Now, for long term goals, anything like that, when it comes to this work that you're putting out, I know that you're also pretty prideful about your cooking and your meal prep and
Yeah.
things like that. Where do you think that all goes for you? Any dreams that you have?
Yeah, so right now, so I got my little job right now, and like I said, this is just to stack money. It's comfortable for me. I did pray to get here because I needed something. Like if music isn't making me any money, I do need something legit. And being a college graduate, it was important for me to be stable. I didn't want to come out of college and be working like, you know, no shade or anything, but be working at like fast food. I was a waitress in college, and I love waitressing, but I didn't want to come out of college doing that and not be stable. Like I wanted a salary. So I'm doing, you know, my regular job, and then I'm starting me a nutrition business where it's a whole nine. Like it's about to come out on Instagram, but I'll have a website and everything where people can book, and I'll basically consult them. And I'm in school right now for a nutrition practitioner, so I'll be like a health coach, and then I'll get my own salary. I have my own business, and then I get a bigger paycheck being a health coach, and that's just something I genuinely have a passion for. And if when if and when music takes off, I'm gonna leave that to, you know, maybe somebody in the family, or maybe that has run its course. But if I have a passion in it, I'd rather do that than be working 6 a.m. I mean 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for someone else. So that's that. But other than that, my music is my passion, but there's a purpose for it. Is it okay if that goes off?
Yes.
Okay. There's a purpose in the music. Like I want to not only touch people and inspire people, but it opens the doors for so many other things, like maybe movies and script writing, or so many other things, like connecting even with people like you. There's so many different connections. It's not just about music. So I do have some long term goals, and sometimes I don't know where it will all take me. I just kind of let it flow, but I hope it opens the doors for so many other things, you know? Like so many more impactful things. Not just It's not just music, you know.
Yeah, and in my opinion, it can be a lot scary to balance all that time between all of the goals and the things that you love. Do you ever happen to see yourself getting a bit of anxiety about not being able to spend as much time on all the things that you love?
Yes. Yes, literally me right now. Like, first of all, right now I have a killer fucking headache. Like, it's so, I don't even know what's going on right now, but I wish I didn't because I'm enjoying this. But yeah, no, I have it right now because, like I said, money strain is just, I'm trying to save up, you know, like, and I'm gonna be transparent because years from now, when I look back at this, I won't be in this position. Like, I have, you know, fresh out of college debt, not just student loan debt, but just, you know, being a fresh adult. I'm only 22. So I have that, and then also just trying to manage everything. It's not enough time in the day after 5 p.m. to like try to get with a videographer, record, and then buy money for outfits, have money for hair. So it is a strain right now for me. Like, it's hard, and it was hard in school too. While I was in college, it was hard to even. I was coming home on the weekends. Like, I would have like 2 days, and I would leave school and come home and record those music videos. So yeah, it gets difficult time managing, but I'm pushing through. Like, I've made it through, and it's only gonna get better. I'm learning how to manage it all. It doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm learning.
You always gotta have time for those little things to yourself, of course, right? Even if it isn't like working or things like that, burnout is real. And honestly, if you don't have that little break to where you're just like sitting at home watching something,
Yeah, right.
it'll kill you over
Right.
time. I do want to get a bit of a promotion for you, of course.
Okay.
What's that Instagram for you, and what singles have you had recently come out, as well as do you have a name for that album coming out?
Oh, okay. So I'm still deciding on the album, but it's I'm gonna let it be a surprise. Like, I am just gonna hit people. I've told people, like, if I come in contact and they ask what are you working on, I've told them I'm coming out with it. But the title will be a surprise. Because I'm still contemplating, and I want it to be powerful. But the Instagram is Brook Nycole, so it's Brook no E dot Nycole Nycole. And yeah, I'm excited. Like, every piece of my music has a story behind it, and that's another thing that I did. I was hoping somebody would interview me so I can be sure to tell them this. A lot of people judge, like, girls, especially I feel like me and my music, because how I present myself, and some of my songs may contradict that. But it's like, everybody has a story, everybody has a history, and I know some of my history is a little dirty, and but it's just the truth. Like, in my music, I express anger, I express my real feelings, and I feel like we all experience anger, we all experience like hurt feelings, and all, just everything, not just the happy times. So it's good to put that out there for everybody. Everybody doesn't want to speak up about that, and
Right.
that's what I do. Like, I want to capture everything, but I do want to start having a more positive impact. But I'm always going to speak about the real and raw what's going on.
Hey, that's great to hear. And that is Brook Nycole, Brook period Nycole. I got that right?
Yeah, you got it
Okay,
right.
cool. Glad to hear. And make sure to follow that Instagram, Brook's Instagram, to make sure you keep updated with that album that's coming out, any new singles on the way. And do you also want to promote that meal prep Instagram for yourself?
Oh yeah, so it's Samina Kima Daily. So it's Samina SAMINA underscore Kima KIMA underscore daily. And that's not my fake name or anything. It has a meaning to it. Check out the Instagram. The website's gonna be coming soon, and yeah, just hopefully you guys can support.
In the local community, in my opinion, it's all about dreams supporting dreams
Yeah,
in the
right.
end. And thank you so much for doing
Of
this.
course.
It's been amazing to talk to you. We already were talking for about like a good 15
Yeah.
minutes before this, and amazing to talk about dreams with each other.
Yeah.
This is Broadcast 3.1, aka 3.1 Broadcast, and I was here with Brook Nycole. Make sure you follow her for that album that's coming out. And my name is Kirkland, 3.1 Cost. Thank you so much for watching, and that's great.
Bye.
I get crazy on the motherfucker gone. I start spazzing on your ass. This is what you wanted. Tell that hoe leave me alone. Go put your hoe in check. She be for the internet like I was fucking her neck. Have her watching over her shoulder, wondering what happened next. That bitch fake cause of y'all niggas who bought that blue check. She want smoke with me. Man, that bitch must don't know I ain't right in the head. My little ass be on go. She be throwing slick shots, but from me Bob on my post. Tweeting about a nigga who for everybody that bitch slow. Keep playing with me, bitch, if you ain't know. I'ma show you beat your ass with no mercy like your mama was supposed to.